to the up, then if we could.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Charlotte Hornets. At small forward, Josh Green. At the other forward position, Miles Bridges. At center, Mark Williams. At shooting guard, Brandon Miller. At the other guard position, LaMelo Ball. The head coach of the visiting team is Charles Lee. It's time to introduce the starting five for your Philadelphia 76ers. At the shooting guard position, at 6'8", number 9, Kelly Oubre Jr. At power forward, at 6'8", number 28, Gershon Yabusele. The other forward, at 6'8", number 8, Paul George. At guard, 6'3", number 0, Tyrese Maxey. At center, 7 foot, number 21.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we'll be getting the inside story tonight. Shams Charania is joining us at the broadcast table. Shams, it is so great to have you by our side.
Kevin, thank you so much. It's great to be here. I always love to follow the game, talk about the game. It should be a lot of fun tonight.
You'll give great insight. We can't wait to get going. And here's a look at some numbers for Paul George.
And he's tailed off in the last 10 games when it comes to his D. You can see his steals are down, but he's not playing with the same intensity that he had to begin with. The coaching staff gotta get him motivated.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Mark Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for the 76ers, running the wings, it's Oubre and George. Yabusele out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Maxey in at the point guard position. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. You know, Shams, you cover transactions all day long, all season long, and the Sixers have not been shy about making moves.
No other team has been more aggressive when you think about trying to figure out this puzzle around Joel Embiid and around Tyrese Maxey. They've always been movers and shakers. This is a franchise that bears watching moving forward, just seeing exactly what moves they make.
They always make headlines. You're exactly right. Embiid with a screen on Green. And George kicks to Oubre. 5 to shoot. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Oubre not taking no for an answer there was not going to be denied. Right through the defender.
Ball against Maxey. And he drops it in from the low post.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's George, following the basket by LaMelo Ball. George against Green, and they pick up 2.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Miller outside. Maxey against Ball. Here's Bridges. The rebound by Yabusele.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
Here's Ball. Last game he had 34 points. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for him. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly failing.
And Shams, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Who wants a free t-shirt? Our Sixers ENT looking for the loudest fans to let us hear you.
And the Hornets making a change here. All right, Johns, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources? The players, the agents, the GMs, the scouts all over the NBA.
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication, and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long game.
Maxey, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
Maxey really just does everything for his team, a selfless young player.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Well, expansion is coming, Shams. Is the league ready, in your estimation, for some more cities and new teams?
The NBA seems to be ready. I think I'm ready. Kevin, are you ready? Because the last expansion was, 20 years ago? That's the longest wait for this league since it began. And so I think Adam Silver and this league are going to take their time and really figure out exactly where they want to expand to. But the question is, Kevin, are you ready?
I am always ready. I know the league is looking even overseas or even maybe south of the border for a possible new entrant. But the league has got so much talent on the bottom half of these rosters. I definitely think it's time.
And there's a great appetite, great desire for a lot of these cities, not only in the States, but also abroad, like you said, to go bring in an NBA team to their city and bring some of the talent, the marquee names to their city.
Taking 2 shots.
Oh, it'll be terrific. And that one falls for Williams. Good on both. And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports
Oh, my
to bring
goodness.
people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
I think three of the top, 5-6 players, we got Doncic. We've got Porzingis, of course, who is such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
You and I would pay for the ticket, wouldn't we? I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. Martin's checked in for Joel Embiid. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some, and I think that's what the fans want. But there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality and adding some more attention to detail defensively and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. That should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. Here's Green after the made shot from Kelly Oubre. That one goes in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. 4-point game. Martin wide open. He fires. That three off the mark.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one over.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in with quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Oubre outside. Back to George. Fires, high post. Ball with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Beyond the arc. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Ball's got 9.
The defense must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
Oubre outside. Back to Maxey. Spins. Converts after the nice spin.
My goodness, have mercy. Breaking ankles like there's no tomorrow.
There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball feeling it out a bit. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Miller. Fires for 3. That shot no good. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Philadelphia 76ers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Shams, you've been around the NBA for a long time now. Which players do you enjoy watching the most?
Greatness, especially the guys that are regarded among the greatest of all time, like LeBron James, like Stephen Curry, like Kevin Durant. You have to throw those in there. But this is a new era, a new crop. The Jason Tatums, Jalen Browns, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Have to throw Luka Doncic in there. You have Donovan Mitchell, you have Paolo Banchero, you have Tyrese Halliburton, you have Joel Embiid, you have Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have anyone here left out.
All right, they're all fun to watch. You've got Gordon, Caleb Martin out there with Martin, then there's Lowry, and it's Embiid in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Man, nice to see how Embiid operates in the pick and roll. Knows how to set hard screens as well as where and when to roll.
Hornets trail by 3. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Philadelphia leading by 3. And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're here, we're talking NBA, we're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis. And the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours. But this is what we signed up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Martin. He's getting around 8 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Bridges. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, he's very dependable from that area. So Bridges, to me, should look to keep attacking when he gets the ball in this space.
Here's Lowry. Still yet to score. And here's Martin. Shot from the top of the key. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Here's Micic. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Curry against Martin. Here's the 3. And Seth Curry hits from deep. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now here's Gordon, defended by man. Gordon with a screen on Curry. Here's Martin, and the shot goes in. Martin's got 4 points in the quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Hornets trail by 4. Here's Micic. Pass to Bridges. Three-pointer. And another three for Charlotte.
And they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
Lowry is a fearless scorer despite his lack of size, and he's never one to back away from the trees inside.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Micic. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
first team foul. Shooting for Charlotte, Seth Curry. Taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Curry. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Charlotte also making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Brandon Miller comes in for Trey Mann. And Ball subbed in for Micic. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The 76ers lead. Oubre passes to Yabusele. Hands it from downtown.
Usually you can expect Oubre to be the finisher, but when somebody else is this open, he moves the rock.
Down low, Miller finds Williams. And finished off by Williams.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Hornets. Pass to Drummond. Fires at the elbow. Here's Yabusele. For 3, Oubre. Yabusele passes to Oubre. 76ers moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Following the 3 by Charlotte. And George kicks to Oubre. That ball's nice speed that time from George. Oubre's got 7 points.
What a response by Oubre. Just coming down and sniping that 3.
41 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside Curry. Back to Ball. And Ball gets double teamed. Curry passes to Miller. Fires away from outside. It's Drummond with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
The 3 from George. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. 76ers lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kyle Lowry. Kyle, you came out strong to take advantage in the first half. Were you pleased with the effort?
Yeah, we got to keep it up. Our defensive intensity has to stay high.
That has led to some great play at the other end. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Greetings, Shaq Kenny and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings. Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play?
Oh, my goodness. I make a lot more money, Ernie, than I did in my playing days, especially if you consider that all guys do is dunk and shoot threes, and as many threes as I did, oh, my God.
Yeah, and I'd be out there getting every rebound and slamming Kenny's bricks for the putback slams, because none of these bigs today want any piece of prime diesel.
So let me get this straight. You would both be amazing. What a shock. And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the Hornets.
How have they kept it this close? Their D has been invisible. Come on, fellas, get after it.
Yeah, just a few more stops and this score would be totally different. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from George.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points and close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
On the court for the Hornets, the guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Bridges out there with Josh Green. And it's Williams at the 5 down low. And here is Ball after the three-pointer from Kelly Oubre. Back to Ball. Shot clock at 6. Count it. Ball's got 11 points.
Well, I tell you what separates Ball from a lot of players his age is that his footwork is advanced. He's got almost a PhD in footwork.
Now, here's George. 9 points in the game so far. Over Green, George with the bucket. 11 points in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Williams against Embiid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second.
That one on Embiid.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And he's good on the second. And what stands out most, Clark, about Mark Williams, it has to be his rebounding.
Yeah, he's a glass-eating machine, and on a per-minute basis, he's one of the best in the league at corralling boards. But he's had a little bit of an issue staying healthy. When he's on the floor, though, he gives them a real powerful presence up front.
First team foul. At the line for Philadelphia, Paul George.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Now here's Williams. He has 5. Ball with the bucket.
Ball showing a lot of effervescence on the offensive end, and it's probably infectious for the rest of his squad.
Embiid with a screen on Green. From the arc, for 3, Oubre. Good D by Miller.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says these guys have the ultimate confidence in him, all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
EA thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
It's time for dance camp. If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Challenge to move.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kelly Oubre.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Got a hand on it.
Oubre putting those long arms to work, manages to get a hand on it.
Green with the block. It's Miller on the wing, covered by Oubre. Miller dishes the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bridges finds ball. Over Oubre. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Ball.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Now, here's Oubre. 10 points for him. And it's George missing.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Ball, no good. Philadelphia leading by 8. Inside, here's Yabusele. Misses off the left iron.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Ball from long range. And there's the call on Mark Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Martin's checked in for Philadelphia. The Hornets also changing it up. Curry's checked in for Josh Green. And it's Micic in for Ball. And here's Maxey. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Williams against Embiid.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
That shot is off. Nice D from Williams. Curry against Oubre. Bridges deciding where to go with it. To the middle. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Kenyon Martin Jr. comes in for Yabusele. And it's Lowry in for Oubre. And both free throws good for Martin. In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on a quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Your Philadelphia 76ers ENT, everybody.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Look at Philadelphia. They've had a very slow start to the season so far, down in the bottom half of the conference. And, of course, the Hornets, 2.5 games back. .119 left in the third. Here's Micic. Scoreless thus far. Curry. Maxey grabs the miss. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. High post try. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Maxey's got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Here's Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
Here's Maxey. He has 5. Lowry setting the pick for Maxey. Off target from three-point range.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Here's Micic. Pass to Salon. Clock at 6. Curry outside. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. From deep three-point territory. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot That's how you orchestrate.
Everybody, it's the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Martin is out there with Martin. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Embiid. And it's Lowry in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Curry. Here's Micic. Back to Curry. Sinks that one from the post.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here's Lowry. Shot by Gordon, wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Micic. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Richards. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Martin up top. Back to Lowry. The 3. And there's the rebound by Micic. Hornets trail by 9. Outside Curry. Here's Richards. Yep, that one goes.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And so here is Philadelphia following the score by Charlotte. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the 76ers. On Saturday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
He misses the free throw.
Look, Kyle Lowry can never rely on being the bigger guy on the floor, so he has to rely on his smarts and guile and toughness instead. He's a very, very high IQ player.
Kelly Oubre's checked in for the 76ers. Good on the second free throw.
And you know, Lowry, the consummate floor general, his leadership on the court and in the locker room really brings this team together and makes them an effective unit.
Ball with the bucket.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
The 76ers leading by 5. Lob pass to Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Here is Miller after the made shot from Kelly Oubre. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Lowry. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Oh, such a crafty player. Lowry excels at using his body to draw contact.
Philadelphia, Kyle Lowry, taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And the 76ers with some changes. Yabusele, he's checked in for Kenyon Martin. George comes in for Eric Gordon. And Maxey subbed in for Kelly Oubre. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. And Kyle Lowry drops them both.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Now here's Williams. Williams, a screen on Lowry. And here's Miller outside. It's hauled in by Paul George.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Maxey finds George. George double team. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. It's good from long range. George has got the lead up to 12 now for Philadelphia.
First three of the half, second of the game.
Oubre's checked in. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run. Now. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Now, here's Bridges. There's Ball with the three. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
You know, if LaMelo shoots it at a high clip from deep, man, oh man, I don't know how anybody's going to guard him.
Here's Embiid. Embiid owns the lane.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. They trail by 11. Williams, a screen on Maxey. Maxey against Ball. Out to Miller. Green with a screen for Miller. On the clock. Shoots over Oubre. Miller, no up. Philadelphia leading by 11. Pass to Yabusele. Back to Maxey. Now George. Embiid inside, working on Williams. Embiid, no good. Charlotte has gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Miller, no up.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the 76ers.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to 9.
That's impressive on one side, but embarrassing on the other side.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for George.
I tell you what, this guy worked his behind on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Bridges passes the ball. Out to Bridges. 16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Embiid stiff-arming that shot with authority. No mercy.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. BG, congratulations coming into the game. What was the focal point?
Defense. I mean, we still allowed too many points. We got to get better on defense. That was the emphasis coming into today. Defense. It's an area we got to improve. But tonight, our offense got us over the hump.
Any way you get the dub is the good way, so congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And now, our player of the game, Paul George.